Hi parents, I'm Ms. DeMuro and I'm your child's 4th grade teacher this year. Thank you for joining me for our very first virtual back to school night. During this time, I will go through this presentation and highlight some important information that I feel will be useful during our virtual sessions as well as when we return to in-person school. So first, I'd like to introduce you to my virtual classroom. And I shared this with the kids during our first week. And one of our first assignments was to create an all about me web. So I created one about myself so you can get to know me a little bit as your child's educator. So I graduated from Monmouth University back in 2003. So I've been teaching for 17 years. I am your child's reading and writing teacher this year. I'm also Google certified, so I have a passion for technology, and I look forward to helping your child grow in this area this year. A few fun things about me: I have 2 dogs, and I love the beach, I love coffee, I love pizza. So your child's completed an activity like this, so you can even ask them to show you on Google Classroom, which is one of the tools that we use every day. I also shared with them some of our class rules, especially virtually, that we will be using this year. So school begins at 7:50 a.m. and it goes until 12 o'clock p.m. That is our full school day. It's important to come on time, that way that we get to see each other first thing in the morning, get settled in and ready to go. I look forward to your child being there, and it's important that they are with us and we're learning together and getting to know each other and making the most of our time. I'm actually doing an attendance incentive with them, which looks like this. So each day that we have a full class, I'm giving them a little virtual reward, and then together we will have something fun to do once we reach perfect attendance. After a couple of weeks, we will do a little fun activity together. I also encourage the kids to come to class dressed neatly, ready to go, showing you're prepared, a little professional work environment. I told them to try to have as little distraction as possible around, so if they're in a quiet space where they can really concentrate and focus. I also remind the kids that our cameras should be on, that way we can look at each other and talk and get to know each other better as best as we can while we're not exactly face to face. Usually our microphones will be muted, that way we can take turns and listen to each other, but I do provide opportunities for the kids to talk and communicate. So I remind them to be respectful of one another, raising our hand. I also encourage them to eat breakfast before school and lunch after school. Of course, they can have water with them throughout the day. I do provide breaks, usually a 3 or 4 minute break a couple times during class. They can get up, move around a little bit, use the bathroom. So I try to get them to kind of stay on track during the day. That way we can use our time wisely. Which brings us to our schedule. So our schedule looks like this. We start at 7:50, and you either will start with me for reading and writing or Mrs. Saccone for math. We will have a whole group instruction as well as small group and independent work instruction. Then we will switch around 9:35, and then I will repeat the same activities with the next class. At 10:30 every day, the kids will have a special. So we have a schedule for my homeroom as well as Mrs. Saccone's homeroom. After specials, we come back for our last hour of school, and we will finish with our small group and independent work. And then at 11:50, we'll wrap it up and finish up for the day. So I put together some important links for your kids. So every day the kids should be logging in through ClassLink, which is found on our Long Branch website. So I have directed the kids to go to our Long Branch district homepage, where they will find this blue cloud right here. Once you click on the blue cloud, it will bring you to your class link, where it has all your apps ready to go for you, and it makes it a lot easier to sign in for the day. So our most important app that we use throughout the day is Google Classroom. When the kids go into Google Classroom, this is where they will have all of their assignments and activities for the week. And I have everything organized for them by week and by the date, including an assignment list, which helps them stay organized so they know what is due throughout the week, and they can also keep track of when they complete assignments. So everything is organized on this list for them. We will have our Zoom, which the kids have been great getting in the Zoom every morning. We also spend time in breakout rooms, which is where we have our small group instruction. Our class website, this is also posted on Google Classroom. And on here, there are just some reminders. There will be announcements. There are websites that the kids can use for reading and writing, and also Student of the Month. And then any virtual learning information that's important will be on here as well. So to contact me, you can use Remind. And here is the website link to join Remind, or actually right now, if you like, you can take out your phone and your camera and you can scan this QR code and it will bring you to this link. You can also contact me with Class Dojo. Same thing, you can scan it right now with your phone and it will bring you to this link to join Class Dojo. Our class hours are 7:50 to 12 o'clock, which is then our time to break for lunch. And then about from 12:45 to 2:45 is kind of like my office hours, and I'm available to return calls and messages. Sometimes I do have meetings and other appointments, but that's typically when I'm around that I can answer any questions that you may have. I really appreciate you taking the time to contact me, especially during virtual instruction, and it helps us communicate very well. If your child is going to be absent, if you could please call the school, and here is the number, just to let us know that your child is going to be absent for the day. Also, if your child is absent, there is night school available. So the night school flyer was sent home through Class Dojo. However, again, if you'd like to take out your phone right now, you can scan this QR code and it will bring you to the night school flyer. So on this flyer, you would simply find 4th grade towards the bottom of the flyer, and you would be able to click right here on 4th grade and it will direct you to a Zoom link with a live teacher where you can ask questions and get some extra help. So I want to thank you so much for joining me for our very first virtual back to school night. I look forward to working with you and your child throughout the year. And please feel free to contact me with any additional questions. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm excited to make this an excellent school year.